Hello, I'm James and thanks for joining me on Kalkine TV for the top ASX buzzing stocks for the day. In this show, we'll take a look at 5 ASX listed stocks that are trending following price-sensitive announcements. First and foremost, Australian mining giant BHP today announced that it had submitted a non-binding indicative proposal to the board of OZL on the 5th of August to acquire 100% of the issued share capital in OZL for $25 per share by way of a scheme of arrangement. On the other hand, Oz Minerals today announced that it had rejected BHP's indicative takeover offer of $25 per share, with its board determining the bid significantly undervalues the company. BHP's consideration represented a premium of 32.1% to OZL's closing price of $18.92 per share. That occurred on the 5th of August, and a 41.4% to OZL's 30-day volume weighted average price of $17.67 per share was also included on August 5. Moving on, and Commonwealth Bank of Australia today provided an update on the one-off items impacting the second half of 2022 results, including the sale of a 10% stake in the Bank of Hangzhou. The sale of the shareholding in the Bank of Hangzhou delivered a pre-tax gain of $516 million, which was recognised in its cash net profit before tax and included within other banking income. The sale resulted in an increase in the group's CET1 capital ratio by 35 basis points. CommBank has also recognised one-off expense items of $445 million pre-tax during the second half of the 2022 financial year and $389 million relating to the acceleration of amortisation on certain capitalised software as of June 2022. Also making news today is Suncorp Group Limited, who today reported second half premium growth, a return to growth in home lending and improved underlying margins. While the group's reported financial year 2022 results were impacted by volatile investment markets and elevated natural hazard costs, the underlying business demonstrated strong momentum. The group has reaffirmed its financial year 23 targets across general insurance and also banking sectors. Suncorp's net profit after tax was down by 34.1% to 681 million Aussie dollars, whilst cash earnings were down by 36.7% to $673 million. The net loss from investment market volatility was $190 million compared to a profit of $453 million in the previous year. Moving on now, and Australia's nickel pig iron producer Nickel Industries announced that the execution of binding agreements for the issuance of $225 million of senior secured notes at an interest rate of 10% maturing on August 2025. Proceeds from the notes will, along with the company's cash reserves and future earnings from existing operations, be applied towards the remaining payment obligations for the Oracle Nickel project. Commenting on the issuance, Nickel Industries Managing Director Justin Werner said that the issuance of the notes will position the company to increase its ownership interest in Oracle to 70% and meet its payment obligations to Shanghai Decent for the transaction. And lastly, Australian freight rail transport company Aurizon announced its financial year results for 2022. Aurizon reported group underlying earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortisation for the year ending on June 30, 2022 of $1.468 billion, 1% lower than the 2021 financial year. Underlying net profit after tax was $525 million, down by 2% compared to the prior corresponding period, while statutory NPAT was down by 15% to $513 million. Aurizon has declared a final dividend of 10.9 cents per share, fully franked, representing a payout ratio of 75% of underlying NPAT to be paid on the 21st of September 2022 to shareholders with a record date of the 23rd of August 2022. Commenting on the results, Aurizon Managing Director and CEO Andrew Harding said that the company has delivered a solid operational and financial result despite a challenging year with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, major flooding events and customer-specific reductions in production impacting their volumes. Alright, that's all for this edition of the top ASX buzzing stocks for the day. Another episode is coming your way tomorrow. Until then, make sure to keep it locked here on Kalkine TV for the latest market insights and business news. I'm James, signing off for now.